What is up, everybody? Brittany and Michaela here, back with another episode of We Got Something to Say. And today we are going to be talking about dating.
Wow, friend. That was quite an intro.
I thought that it was appropriate. It was appropriate, right?
Loved it. I love the Cupid. The Cupid.
Look, let me do it again.
Yeah.
Dating. Okay,
wait, one more time. Last. Okay,
but
we gotta do the dating. Okay. Ready?
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Dating.
Oh, you burnt out. That is hilarious.
Okay. Anyways. Okay. So we are going to be getting down to the nitty gritty, and we're going to be talking about some not so popular conversations. We're going to be just not leaving it all on the table and exposing everything, but we're going to be talking about our experiences with dating. And let's get into it. So, Michaela, are you currently dating anyone?
Am I currently dating? No, I'm not.
Okay.
Are you?
No, I'm not. Well, I'm not dating either. Yeah, we're both single, ready to mingle.
Hello.
But I actually did have, a quote unquote love interest last year, and we are going to get into that. Didn't work out, but it's okay. It's okay.
Talk about it. Come on.
You want me to talk about it?
Let's go, baby.
Okay, so
dating,
pretty much,
go.
I was dating someone. Well, actually, I don't even know. Was it last year? It might have been 2020, y'all. My bad. It was in the last year and a half. And he actually hit me. He hit my car. We got in an accident. And he asked me out for coffee. He was like, well, I'm not going to. He says the accident was my fault because I hit him from behind. But he just braked suddenly. And it didn't leave any room for me to stop. So I say it was his fault. He said it was mine. He asked me out for coffee, didn't press any charges or didn't call anybody. It was just a little scratch. So we ended up going out on a couple dates, talked for about 3 months. And somebody really close to me, really special to me, kind of, I guess, told me that he wasn't the one. Sometimes people can see stuff that you can't. Mm-hmm. And I think this was one of those situations. And so, she just spoke into my life and told me, he's not the one. And I just stopped reaching out.
Yes, but I feel like with that, you're going to have to give a lot of detail. Because just saying someone told me not to date him.
Okay, yeah.
That's
to us, it sounds like, oh, okay. But to others, okay, so.
Yeah, so you're going to have to explain that one.
Right now, in this time of my life, I am 31 years old, and I am not dating just to date. I'm dating with the intention to marry. So I don't want to, be in a relationship 2, 3, 4 years and nothing's happening. So I date with the intention to marry, and I was talking to this guy for 3 months. We went on several dates and hung out and stuff like that. And one of my spiritual advisors, I would say, told me that he wasn't the one. I guess she saw something in him that I didn't. And she said, the longer I keep, entertaining that relationship, it will keep me from the one who is the one for me. So I decided to let it go. I know it may sound a little weird to people who aren't churchgoers or you don't understand that lingo, but I let it go. And I felt peace about it afterwards. Every now and again, he'll send me a text or reach out and just say hi, and I'll leave it at that. But that's pretty much it. And then fast forward a few months, actually several months, I can't give too many details.
Well, I'm gonna cut you off real quick because I think that still wasn't good enough.
What?
Tell them why. It wasn't just, and it won't me. So
it wasn't.
It
her.
won't me.
It
but I'm
her.
saying there were things that we all have stipulated.
So, yes,
we all have things.
Yeah.
And trying to date someone and these things are getting away and you're like, I don't want to deal with certain things. It wasn't just someone said don't date them and I'm gonna just listen to this person.
Okay.
No.
She wants me to give y'all the details.
Yeah, because
the nitty gritty, like I said. Okay,
so I'm going to tell them somebody said.
I am going to give y'all the nitty gritty.
Yeah, tell them why.
So I decided not to pursue the relationship anymore because I have never been married and I don't have any children.
There we go.
He has done both. He was 9 years older than me. He's 9 years older than me. And he has done both. He's already experienced marriage and he's already experienced children. And those are really big things. And they're kind of like non-negotiables for me. I don't want to marry somebody who's experienced that before because it would be like, oh, well, this is the second go around. You know, I want it to be just as special and just as exciting as it is for me, for them. Like, I want them to be experiencing everything the first time with me. So, I mean, some people may say, well, that's selfish, but that's just my personal preference. Like, Michaela might be different. She's been married before. I haven't. So I wanted the experience to be the first time for both of us. And that was a big part of it. And then also, you know, I am a believer. I am a Christian. And the Bible says to not be unequally yoked, you know. So it would have been me being unequally yoked. He was not a believer. He was willing to go to church, but I think that was just to kind of keep me in the relationship or keep me talking to him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was serious, but that is why I broke it off. Is that good enough?
That was good enough. You know, okay. And then, you know, talking with her, you know, having counsel or having someone that is very influential in your life and wanting to take these things to her, you know, you guys talked about it. And then, you know, it was one of those things, you know, yeah. I just don't want to cause confusion for anyone. That's just like, dang, you listen to one person and, you know.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that. I'm not weak-willed. I'm not easily influenced. But this is somebody who I hold in high regard. And I listen to what they are saying because most of the time it's not just them talking or giving their advice. Most of the time when I'm talking to this person, like, it's stuff that God has spoken or God may want me to know. And I trust this person. So, you know, I knew that, you know, they were speaking correctly and, you know, it wouldn't have worked out because in my heart of hearts, I knew what I wanted. And the longer I entertained it, it would have just prolonged stuff and kept me back. So I let it go.
Yeah.
Great guy. I mean, 401k, stocks, bonds. I mean, a house. I mean, the whole nine. Money. No debt. Black card. I'm not talking about Amex Black Card. I'm talking about MasterCard Black Card. But that's good enough, you know?
You're a fool. But no, I get it. No, I get it, though. Yeah. It's just like when someone's talking to you, telling you these things, but they're still the same things that you already know in your heart. It's kind of like a what's the word? Like a confirmation. So like her talking to you was a confirmation.
Absolutely.
Like, dang, I know like this not gonna last, but I don't know how to stop. And then you hear someone say all the same things that you were thinking about or maybe praying about. And it's like, okay.
Yeah. And like, you know, I had to talk with you too. I was just like, I don't know if he's the one. I don't know if this is gonna work. Yeah. Because he's experienced all these
non-negotiables are serious.
Yeah.
They are.
Absolutely.
And everyone has them and everyone has a right to have them. Yeah. A lot of people sweep theirs under the rug. Yeah. Just to be in love. And I don't think that's cool. Yeah. You know? But
okay. So
I'm trying to think.
What?
My last serious relationship was my ex-husband. You know, and that was 2000 and what? When I get divorced, look at me.
2017.
2017.
I mean,
when I got divorced.
I can't say flings, but you've had some dates, and you've dated a lot. I guess since then.
Yeah, I went on dates, but they're not.
I mean,
they're not relationships.
Some of them were good, right?
I mean, we're saying dating, so we're not talking about like being in relationships.
Okay, yeah, true.
We're just dating and going out or whatever, talking to someone. Man, I don't know.
You've actually been on several dates since your divorce.
And what is going on? Say nah.
Yeah.
I I don't know. It's just, I think it's so all of them were not the same.
No.
Some of them, we just didn't click, not compatible.
No, not at all. And that's where you stop. Oh my God.
Wait, let me finish. No, let me finish. Please, let me finish. I'm not trying to be this
you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't know, but let me finish.
The guy that you brought to the gym, that clown.
Who?
That one that was like, you're going to be seeing more of me. I was like, yeah, okay.
I was,
Ew, y'all, he was such a tool.
Let me finish. Let me finish because I wasn't even on him. He was
a tool.
I do not want to do this. Ugh. Can you let me finish?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Because this podcast is about to go left. It's about to go left.
I just remembered him.
Wait, this is about to go. I forgot all about him.
Ew.
Lord, see? Oh, God. Okay, so like I'm saying, they were not all the same. So the thing about me is, if you show interest, depending on who it is, I guess the time, whatever, I'm kind. I'm not just about to be like, no, I don't want to date you. Like, if you say, hi, I would like to get to know you, however we meet or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm nice. I'm gonna be like, okay, cool. If I'm just not feeling it, that's dead. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
But most of the time, I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. Because I love that, like taking an initiative, taking that approach. Oh God, yes. Like that is everything. No matter what. Like you have enough in you as a man to, number one, approach me. Then number two, even state that you want to get to know me or we go out or whatever. So that happened with this particular person. And I went out. But as I sat there, I was like, dang, I'm really nice. Because I don't even know. It was just so awkward. Yeah. It was so awkward. We talked about life. Because that's, I guess, like the main thing that most people talk about when you go on dates, life. What you want to do. What do you see with the person you want to be with. Just all these different things. And we were talking about
the beginning phases.
Yes,
those questions.
Those basic conversation. But it was just really awkward. And also, I kept looking at his hands. I am a hands person.
What's wrong with his hands?
They were just so ashy the whole time.
No way.
They were so, and that's not like big.
Well, maybe he washed his hands a lot.
I'm sure he did.
I know people who wash their hands a lot, and they don't carry. Most men don't carry lotion.
Yeah, and
so maybe he might have had good hygiene.
I mean, yes, and that's fine. But I'm just saying, it was just a lot. Like it was just all like.
You should have hooked him up. Baby, let me help you.
It was just a lot that was going on and through my mind. I was like, okay. And it was just a couple of other things. And at that time where I didn't want to be with it. Like non-negotiable. I don't know if I can do the whole kid thing. I had just got divorced, in my marriage. I was trying to have children. It was just a big thing for me. It was a hard place. So it's just like, I don't want to be with anyone that has kids.
Maybe not.
Like you said, you want those first with certain people. Like me, I can't be upset if you've been married because I've been married, right? So that's one of those things that's not a non-negotiable for me. You've been married, I have too. But the whole child thing, I was like, I don't think I want to do that. So that one, now the one you're talking about,
that guy, bro,
a clown.
Totally.
A full-on clown.
Totally.
But I didn't see it.
Y'all, he thought he was hot stuff. And what is it? He wasn't batting on nothing.
But he was ugly.
Fit.
He was very fit.
And he wasn't ugly. But his character
was horrible.
Ew.
And like I said, maybe that's the problem. I was being very nice.
When he told me the first day I met him.
The first day.
We all were at the gym together. He came to our gym or something.
Yeah.
He was
came
like,
to the gym to work out.
You're going to be seeing more of me. I was like, and then had the nerve to chuckle.
I know. And I just looked like.
I was like, okay, buddy. Like, no, I'm not.
It was just really weird. Like. I was like, that was my first time introducing him to my best friend.
I was like, what's she doing?
Oh, wow. Get off of that,
bro.
You funny. Yeah, no. What was it? It was just so much stuff. I really forgot about him.
Did you meet him at the gym? Like, how did you meet him? I don't even remember.
I think it was Instagram.
Oh, yeah. He slid into the DMs.
Yeah, it was on Instagram. Yeah. He was so weird. Like, I'm just thinking about it. It wasn't weird. I mean, I guess then I was just, again, being nice. Like, oh, this is someone that's taking an interest. Let's go out. Da, da. And it wasn't weird all the time. But it was more so like, okay, for instance, when he talked to me sometimes, it was like riddles.
Yeah, no, ain't nobody got time for that. You speaking in parables. You a lie, bro. You lying.
Stop it. Stop.
I know you lying.
No,
you lying.
I'm not. Yo. Okay, no. Bro. Like, now that I think about it, it was Rose Red.
We sorry, yo. You lying.
I knew this episode was going to be so childish. Because, see, this is our problem now. It's like,
oh my God.
No, it was like, this man would text. I can't even tell.
Okay, wait. Keep going.
This man would text me, like, just stuff, and I would be like, I don't get it. Like,
you lying.
It made me feel like I was stupid.
Oh my God. No way.
Girl, I can't even explain it. It was just, but the reason why is because he was into books and he was into, like, movies and music.
Yeah.
But he was just doing a little bit too much, So I just was like, okay, sometimes I'll be like, don't even worry about it. I don't even want to text you. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Like, seriously. God. And then I remember we went to the beach. This is where it stopped because I was like, over it at this point. We went to the beach and we were, like I said, we weren't even like exclusive or nothing. We were just talking, went out. We went to the beach and I think he had like, he went to put his hands around my waist or whatever. And, at the time I'm just like, still the same way that I am now. Like, no, you're not finna be grabbing on everything. Like, no, just chill. And he went to go put his hands on my butt cheeks. I said, okay.
No way.
We're not even
official.
Like, no, I don't play that. Like, don't do that's disrespectful to me.
Did y'all kiss at all? Nothing.
I don't even think so.
And he was doing all that? He
immediately went to just grab my butt. And I think he did. And I was like, are you serious? Like,
he probably wasn't getting a lot of action.
No,
That's probably why.
No, probably not. Not reading poetry.
Like a girl. I finally got one.
No, I don't know what it was. He was just being weird.
Yeah, no, that's disrespectful. I probably would have slapped him or something.
Oh, yes. And then,
pushed him off.
Did I say what this was for? I think it was like 4th of July. We were going to see fireworks. No. So before that, he had came to my dad's house.
Wait, fireworks? Where was I at?
Yes. Oh, God. Look at you. Why did you break him up? Anyway, let's just keep going. So, yes, that's when y'all went out, and I did not go with y'all because he asked to hang out.
Wow.
Do you remember that?
I think so,
and he was, like, very adamant, like, oh, can you just please come with me to see fireworks? And I said, okay. That's because it was a group of y'all, and I really wanted to go.
We were at Waterside, right?
Yes, and I didn't go because Dodo wanted me to go, so I was being nice. But before that, we went to my dad's house because he had grilled or whatever. Okay. And just the interaction, I swear, when he walked in the house and I saw his posture with my family, I said, nope. Like, I promise you.
Like he was big man on campus?
I was about to say the N-word. Because now I'm getting mad.
Don't do it.
He was eating so nasty.
Really?
Like smacking. I was like, my eyes got so big. My dad was laughing.
Embarrassing.
Like, it wasn't even like you walking. First of all, I don't even know why I was being this nice to bring you to my dad's house.
Yeah, you.
Like, this wasn't even like, Dad, this is so-and-so, we're dating. No, this was like, this is my friend. Like, let's get something to eat. It's 4th of July.
House? You ain't did that in a long time.
It's 4th of July. My I think my brother was there. My sister was there. And my dad.
Everybody but me.
Shut up. And they was weak because they was like laughing. Because he was just being weird. Like, he wasn't even walking in like, hey, how you doing? Like, talking. It was just very.
I wish I was there.
Grabbed a plate, got some food, smacking, eating like, ugh.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, so dating,
we've had some interesting times.
So that's what I'm saying. So the first one, that one.
So let's take a break real quick. Let's talk about our types. What's your type,
girl? What you mean? Like,
what is your type?
Are we getting into physical or like just
everything,
things
all
about
the above,
them?
like the character, from the way they look, everything. Like, what do you like? What do you prefer? All the way down to the race.
Well, I don't discriminate. That's number one.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't discriminate. I'm not. Some women just strictly black men. Some people strictly white men. I don't discriminate. We just have to have things in common, you know. So physically, no one's perfect. So I can't say you need to have dimples, white teeth, all that. I need you to have good teeth, you know, straight teeth. But you know, you don't have to be perfect. But as far as, I'm more so like attributes, not like how you physically look. Yes, I want you to look good and I want to be attracted to you. Yeah. But it's not, I'm not about to like go down the list like he got to have all these things.
Yeah.
But I want somebody that is very outgoing, spontaneous.
Yeah.
Someone that loves food.
Yes.
Like likes to go to restaurants and try new
foodie.
Very much a foodie, whether you cook or you like to travel and go try new things. Not you eat the same things every week.
Like you don't have like not an expensive palate, but you don't want to try nothing that is not your culture.
If you're gonna be boring when it comes to that,
burgers and hot dogs and macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Absolutely not.
Someone that has a very, I'm gonna say, mature palate, because I feel like if you experience different things, you have a mature palate. So someone that would like to do that, someone that takes care of their body, whether it's physically, emotionally, spiritually. Clearly, spiritually, that's really big for me. Like, I want you to be.
You gotta love the Lord.
Gotta love the Lord. You know, have a relationship with God. Like, trying at least. You know. But like I said, taking care of your body, mentally, physically, smell good, look good, well dressed.
Oh yeah,
gotta be well dressed.
Put emphasis on smell good, because you love your scents.
I do. You gotta smell like something.
Yeah,
good.
Not just soap.
No. We passed soap. You better have that on you, and deodorant. But like nice cologne, smell good enough to eat, honey. Like you gotta smell good.
I'm weak.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. What else? I mean, that's just all the physical.
Yeah, but
just smart, intelligent, not.
I mean, you said some other things other than spiritual as well. I mean, physical. You said spiritual.
I think you have to be able to make me laugh.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That is so big because
in the hard times.
Yes, we gotta have laughter.
Yes.
Yes. Like we may not agree on everything, or
absolutely,
we be just alike, but I want you to be able to make me laugh.
A simple man. Insider.
That's not funny, because now I can't tell them what that means.
Yeah, it's fine.
But a simple man.
Yes.
No, I mean, but I don't like a loud man either.
Yeah, no.
Like we can laugh and joke and have fun, but I've seen some men that are just loud
for no reason.
And I'm not gonna say loud and ghetto, but just loud and obnoxious. There you go. Yeah. I don't like obnoxious men. I laugh and cackle with my friends, and at work, like we have fun and we laugh.
Yeah.
But I just think being obnoxious and being ignorant, I don't like a man that's like that.
We're not talking about humorous. Humorous is good.
That's
fine.
You
have a sense of humor. You're a jokester. That's fine. But overly just obnoxious just being and loud.
Yeah.
Like when you step into a room, they're like, oh, that's so-and-so. Like, no.
Mm-mm. Or you feel like you have to be the loudest person there.
But I don't know a lot of men like that.
I do.
I do. I actually am glad to say I don't know a lot of men like that. Maybe I can count on one hand. But
but that's pretty much what I could get into the whole. I mean, of course, yes, have a good job, career, something, a motivation, a goal, whether it's you want to work for yourself or you're doing something with your life. Like that's number one.
Yeah,
I could say house, car, blah blah blah. Yeah, we're all adults. We should all be doing that or striving for that or already are there.
Yeah.
So yes, I feel like those are things that any woman would want, Like I don't, not that there's something wrong with, you catching the bus or having a bike. I personally, I need you to have a car.
Yeah.
You know, I need you to, you know, if you got a roommate, whatever. But
Absolutely.
I would hope that you're not in your parents' house. If you are, you know, trying to get out, whatever, I just will hope that you're not doing that.
Yeah.
That's me, though. Mm-hmm. You know, some women don't mind, but someone that is established or almost there, you know?
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's for me and where I am in my age. Because the biggest thing is, I feel like a lot of women expect so much from a man that they're not even doing themselves. Yeah, so I would never say you need to have, you know, all this money and I don't this have big old be a millionaire. I'm not that. You know, I'm still striving. I'm still working on my goals, my dreams, my aspirations. You know? Yeah. I don't have the most fanciest car, but it's just like, I'm not going to say you need to have all these things that I don't even have it. Yeah. So, you know.
I agree. So, my type, I actually, man, I used to love a Spanish man. Oh, my God. Okay, y'all. Really?
Yeah, that's for you. Your Spanish man. There you go.
So, my high school sweetheart was a Spanish man. He was Mexican. And I think that's where it started. Just, we had a really good relationship in the way he treated me. And just early on, I was able to see a part of that culture and experience, you know, that. And so that's what kind of hooked me on the whole Spanish vibes. And now I would say that I don't discriminate. I like all types, you know. When you get older, like, I'm 31 now and I'm not like super old. I'm in the prime of my life. Just left my 20s.
Dang.
And
I say you just left your 30s.
No, just left my 20s. And so, but I'm at the age where I want to get married. I want to settle down. So I'm not going to put a cap on who God has for me. I'm not going to limit, you know, because what if God wants me to marry a black man? What I'm going to say, no, God, and then be single?
You going to be sad.
Exactly. So I'm open to dating any race, you know, any type. One thing I would say is a non-negotiable is he has to love the Lord and he has to be taller than me. Please. That's one of my prayers. Lord, please let him be taller than me. I don't have anything against anybody who likes shorter men, but it is not for me. Like, I'm 5'7" in the winter, 5'8" in the summer. Because, you know, you shrink about an inch or two in the winter. I'm 5'8" in the summer. So I need somebody at least 5'10" or more. I'm willing to go, you know, I'm willing to negotiate. If you're in the fives, it's the higher fives, we could. But anything lower than like 5'9", 5'8", even my height, I can settle for that. But I don't want to look down on my man. You know, that's
I'm trying to listen.
It's nothing against the shorter men. There are some really handsome,
sexy short men.
But I
don't know.
Can't. It's
I'm
not
too.
For me. It's not for me. See, you're like,
don't do it.
4'11".
No,
so.
I'm not. I am 5 foot. On a good day.
Right, you're 5 foot. So a shorter man is fine for you.
No, it ain't. Hold on.
Because
nothing under 5 foot.
That's shorter man. That's a shorter man.
No,
average man is like what, 5'8", 5'9".
I feel like if we like eye to eye, I'm okay. But if I'm looking
that is short. 5 foot. That's like Kevin Hart.
That's fine because we're looking at each other. But if I'm not looking down, I'm good on that.
Yeah. So that's one of my non-negotiables. He has to love the Lord and he has to be taller than me. And, you know, God knows what I like. He knows the desires of my heart. So I believe that's not something too like hard of a prayer, or that's not too hard of a job, like, or an ask. Like, I just want him to be taller than me. He has to be respectful. He has to treat his mother well. If he doesn't make a lot of money, he doesn't have to make more than me, but I do need an ambitious man. I can't have no lazy man.
Yes,
like, if you don't make more than me, you need to be at least doing your best at the job that you have some ambition and goals that you have set for the short term and the long term.
Yes.
You know, a 401k, some stocks and bonds wouldn't hurt.
Here she goes.
Because I got them. So, you know,
Hello.
if you can meet me there, that's fine. If you can't, I'll teach you. I'll show you some things. But those aren't non-negotiables. I already told you my 2 that are non-negotiables. These are just things I like. I like men with nice, pretty teeth.
See,
pretty teeth.
She gotta have a pretty.
I paid $5,000 for my smile, so you know, just meet me halfway.
Right.
But that's not a non-negotiable because we can fix the teeth.
Yeah, for sure.
We can fit. I like nice shoes. Yeah. You know, we can fix those too. If they dingy, we can clean them up. I can work with that.
Maybe we'll get you some new ones,
right? Some new ones. But those are just things that I like. Has to be respectful and just loving, caring, and just treat women good. You have to be someone who treats. I'm going to see how you treat your mother. I'm going to see how you treat your siblings. If you have any sisters, I'm going to see how you treat these people, and based off of that will show me so much. They say you have a good man by how he treats his mother. You know, so I'm like in the dating phase, I'm going to be looking for things like that. But I'm simple. I don't ask for a lot. It may seem like I do, or because, I have all these things, these material things that I want someone else to have that. But if they don't, I'm okay. Like, that stuff doesn't matter. You don't have to have a bunch of degrees. You don't have to have the Rolls Royce or the BMW or blah, 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 blah. Just, have goals set, and be chasing those goals, achieving those goals, all while, serving the Lord and just living a happy and a good life. That's all I want.
That's good. That's not a lot.
No.
And you can have it for sure.
Yeah.
You really can.
Yeah. So what are you going to do differently in your next relationship?
You want the long version or the short version?
I mean, we got a little bit of time. Go ahead.
Okay. So in my next relationship, I think the biggest thing I'm going to do is listen before I start talking.
Yeah. Ooh, that's big.
I think that was something I really struggled with.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's because it goes back to childhood trauma.
Yeah.
Not feeling heard. Mm-hmm. Like, you got to hear what I have to say, because if you're not listening or you don't hear me, then what I'm saying just doesn't matter,
Yeah.
So letting him speak,
Yeah.
Learning that we can disagree,
Yeah.
or even because, in a relationship and then in a marriage is very different. I just feel like in a marriage, depending on the situation,
yeah,
when he says something and that's the end all be all,
mm-hmm.
ain't no going back and forth. It is what it is, especially if he's the head of your household,
mm-hmm.
And he makes that final decision, like all that going back and forth and
don't undercut
him. Like undermining and undercutting. Like,
it's not
I didn't do that a whole lot, but it was always having to say something.
Yeah.
You don't always have to say something.
Yeah.
So I think for me, that's probably the biggest one is learning how to shut up.
Yeah.
And that's very big because sometimes
it's very big.
Men, they need respect.
Yes, that is one. They need sex, one, and respect. Those are the two biggest things
that they look for. Yes.
For men. We want love and affection and stuff like that.
And they want
but
sex
for
and
a
respect.
man, it is sex and respect. And if you are a disrespectful woman, it don't matter how good you are in the bed. They are only going to take so much.
Yeah. So. But yeah, I think that would be number one. I'm trying to think. I honestly think that was the kicker.
Yeah.
Because we have, what's the last relationship and why didn't it work?
Yeah.
I just feel like that was big.
Yeah.
My divorce was not predominantly my fault, but I know that I played a part.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it was just like, just listen. Mm-hmm. Just listen, But yeah, I think that would be the biggest thing. Learning how to listen and talk. I'm so big on communicating now.
Yeah.
And I love it because I love to communicate now. I love to listen, to hear somebody else's point of view.
Mm-hmm.
instead of making my point of view the only point of view that matters, because it's not true.
Yeah.
You know, so that would be different.
You know, for me, I think it's actually a very similar. I think even in my friendships, I have struggled with communication for a very long time, just bottling things up and, you know, letting it fester to the surface before I say anything and it explodes, like just holding stuff in. Like, I don't know where that came from, but I just don't like communicating, and that's something that is so important in relationships. And so that's what I want to take into my next relationship. I want to communicate effectively, you know, like, because without communication, it's not going to work.
Yeah, it's really not.
So that's one thing for me. And also, I want to be able to just communicate my feelings and where I stand at the beginning of the relationship. Put it all on the table and let that person know what I want in the relationship, what I expect, and, you know, where, you know, I want to be. Like, not so much a timeline or a time frame, but just give the realistic expectations up front. And that's all, you know, that
communicating.
Yes, it's all in communicating. And that wasn't done in my last relationship. So I want to do that in the next one. And hopefully that will be the last one. The last one,
yeah. So one thing that we talk about often, and we actually talked about it today, is just, you know, dating. And then, like, what makes it difficult, like, dating right now? I think,
you know, I think for us, it's different for us because we're believers, and like I said, we're dating with the intent to marry, and we are waiting on God. So we tried the whole, and this is a very touchy subject.
Very sensitive.
Sex before marriage. And we're going to do a whole separate podcast on this, but we tried that. We tried it, didn't work. So here we are saying, okay, God, well, that didn't work. Now we want to do it your way. We want to wait. We want to abstain from having sex until marriage. And a lot of people disagree with that.
Practicing celibacy.
Yeah. A lot of people, either they disagree with it or they don't understand it or they can't get with it, you know, or whatever have you. Temptation is too strong. How do you do it? Like, you're going to explode.
Goodbye.
Okay, that was
no,
corny.
but yes, no, literally. Like, be honest, you're going to explode, because that is very difficult. Like,
so, but it's not as difficult as people think.
Yeah.
Because some people, just think about when you end a relationship, how long it is before you start a new relationship. That's, you know,
depending on how long.
Yeah, depending on how long. You really would be surprised at what you could do if you put your mind to it.
Exactly.
Like, it's not that hard. Yes, do we have temptations? Yes, the struggle is real sometimes, y'all. We are human.
Yeah.
It is real. God gave us these reproductive organs for a reason.
A desire
to use them. And we have this desire. You know, we done tasted and seen.
Shut up.
That the Lord is good. And that adds its own weight onto it. Yeah. But, you know, because we
ain't crazy.
Yeah.
We may be saved, but we are.
Yes.
Hello.
We know how these things work. But it's not impossible.
It's not impossible. And it is a mind thing.
Yes. And with anything else, with losing weight, it is a mindset.
It's all a mind thing. And that's what people don't get. Yeah. And they don't want to hear that. Yes. They think, well, no, I got to do it. I need it.
Yes. Yeah. I need it to survive. I need it to live, eat, sleep, and breathe.
You don't need it to survive. You don't need it. You don't. Like, you need food. Like, so it's sometimes it's an excuse. Yeah. You know? And the comment that I made today was, it's very sad that even being compatible with somebody is not enough.
Yeah. It's
like,
not.
We literally have things in common.
Yeah. A lot.
We like a lot of things, you know. You can vibe with a person.
Similarities.
I mean, like, go down the list. Yeah. They be everything that you've been looking for, or like they check it off these boxes. But sex.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying like me, like, you know, I'm speaking for me, like as a believer, taking a stance, saying, Father, like, God, I'm going to wait on you.
Yeah, it's a deal breaker.
You can have all those things in common, but because you don't want to sleep around,
deal breaker.
You're not good enough.
Yeah.
And that makes dating in this day and age, in our personal lives, being Christians, it makes it so hard.
It makes
Honestly,
it very hard.
Even if you take away being a Christian, there are some women, because of what they've gone through, or just trying to live life a different way, or more pure or whatever, that they don't want to have sex. And sometimes men
don't understand
they don't get it, and they look down on you. You know,
it's crazy. Like, you got something going on, or what's wrong with you?
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong.
And
everybody don't want to try the car out before they buy it. Like, what?
And that's just the world we live in. That is the generation that we are currently in, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, I just try to encourage myself in that there is nothing wrong with me, because I'm not going to lie. It makes me feel like, dang, is something wrong with me?
No.
Though all of my friends, like a lot of women and a lot
of
my friends are practicing the same thing. Yeah. You know, still waiting.
Yes.
And it's like, man, like, I know I'm a good woman. I know I have all these things good about me. And I know that I may have a lot of things on the list that this man, a guy may want, but because I'm not willing to sleep with you, nah, you can't be it. You know? Dang, that sucks. That just takes a lot away from that. But that's
okay.
You're right. Okay. It is okay.
That's okay. On to the next. Listen, Russell and Sierra, I'm so proud of them for waiting. Yeah. With all that limelight, all the fame, the celebrity status, people looked like, nuh-uh, they ain't wait, they lying to y'all. Like, I really truly believe, because he is a man of God, and, you know, she, started, I guess, just living that lifestyle too, like the godly lifestyle. I think they really did wait. And they set that example. They set that standard. Now everybody on the Shade Room, anytime they post them, talking about, I want my Russell
goals.
What was the prayer? What was the prayer she prayed?
But that's the thing. Everybody want to pray that prayer. Everybody want to ask God for this perfect woman, for this perfect man, but don't want to wait. When that person that they're looking for, and that may come up in their life, that they probably have been praying for. Yeah. But because of this one stipulation, you're willing to forsake what really could be for you. And that's the scary part, you know?
Yeah. But why can't you wait? Like,
that is a question.
Someone to love, but that's true. Like, what did she pray? Because I want somebody to love me like that, to love me enough to wait for me, to wait until we get married, to have sex. Am I not worth it?
You know, that's crazy.
Like, this is a person you're going to spend the rest of your life with. Am I not worth waiting for?
That you can toss around every 5 seconds. You don't have to.
Exactly. And you don't have to have a 2-3 year long engagement.
I'm not doing that.
You don't. It doesn't have to be a long process. Yeah. It can be like a year and a half. Like, it doesn't have to be a long thing. Yeah. Nobody's saying wait that long, 2-3 years to have sex. You can start dating, 6 months later, get engaged. 6 months later, get married. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. It doesn't have to be a 2-3 year thing.
So let's talk about this. What about, it's not sex, right? So let's say they say, yeah, we can have sex. Men are still not wanting to do the work. And I'm so confused.
Sex ain't gonna make them stay.
Women too. I'm not about to act like this is just men. There's women too.
But that's the unfortunate thing. People think that, okay, maybe if I give it up, it'll make him stay. No. If he gonna go, he gonna go.
Or vice versa, you know?
And that's also what makes me want to wait. I'm not giving myself to you only for you to be like, bye a couple months later.
But not only that, it's just, I feel like men and women sometimes feel like they should automatically get a reward of a husband or get a reward of a wife and not have to do any work. Yeah. Going on a date is not weird. You know, getting to know someone, it's not weird. These are normal things that.
This is who I'm going to spend the rest of my life with.
Back in the day, I just feel like back in the day, that's normal. Yeah. Like, let's go out. Like, let's get to know each other. Or, you know, and it ain't got to be spend a whole bunch of money, but people don't want to do that. Y'all want to slide in DMs. I was talking to one of my coworkers tonight. Why do you want me to come over and chill? I can do that at home. Yeah. What am I coming over? I mean, she was like, I don't even watch Netflix and chill at my own house. But like, literally, why? What is this that our generation, men and women?
Yeah.
Why can't you do the work? Why can't you see what it's like getting to know someone?
Everybody want to be lazy,
and everybody want to lay down,
sleep around, and then on to the next. And that really sucks. That's really sad.
It's very sad.
Because
it didn't used to be like that.
10, 20 years down the line, still single, still struggling, or in a relationship that you're not happy with.
It's very crazy.
It sucks.
But this is the world that we live in, you know? And a lot of times when you ask, there really is no answer. And then the answer that is given does not make sense. Yeah. At all. Yeah. You know? So I just feel like because of that, I can't lower my standards because that's how people want to live their life. Because like I said, if I'm praying and believing God for this man to come in my life, everything that I'm praying for, even my quote unquote stipulations, whatever people call them, but their standards is what they are. Yeah. It's going to align exactly with mine. Yeah. And mine are going to align exactly with his. And he's going to want me enough. Absolutely. To meet those standards and vice versa. Because I'm tired of women feeling like men got to do all the work or men have to meet the standards. No, you have to meet standards too. Yeah, it's 50-50. It is. All of it's 50-50. Yeah. You know? So I just feel like I'm on a path right now to where as hard as it is, it's very frustrating. Do I cry about it? Sometimes, not all the time. Yeah. But I'm going to wait on God because anything that God has for me, A, is for me, and B, it will be everything that is in my heart, you know? And if waiting to have sex is in my heart, then he going to be all right with it. And he going to want to love me. He going to want to go out, get to know me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So many different things. I can go on and on, but he's going to want to do that. And that's why we're waiting, because we know that by waiting, God will bring the one who is for us to us. And somebody might even say, he'll bless it. Somebody might even say, well, how do you know that? Because there are other things in my life that is not a man that I have waited on God for and that he has showed up. Yes. I mean, over and over, countless times. I cannot even count if I had 5 sets of hands that God has done for me, that I have waited for God, that I could have moved prematurely before him and did my own thing. No, but I waited, you know? Absolutely. So it's just like, what's one more thing, or what's all these other things in my life? What is a man, God bringing a human being in my life that I can't wait? He's done so many other things, you know? So, you know, I don't know. This is just, you know, you got to have faith. Yeah. This is, as a believer, you have to have faith in these things. We have faith for everything else. We have faith for God to provide us with that job, to keep a roof over our heads. You know, we believe in him and pray to him to heal diseases and do all these things, help us to have safe births and everything. Why can't we believe for God to bring the man that he has for us into our life? You know? I mean, people it's just a part of being a believer. And the thing is, and that the part I want to stress is that we're saying believer, but there are people out here who are not believers that still pray to God. Yeah. That still say, God, can you do this? Can you do that? And somewhere in your heart, you're still believing him to do it, right? Yeah. So again, if you're not a Christian, but you're still waiting to have sex till you get married, there is a man out there that is willing to wait for you, with you. And if there is a man listening and you want to wait to have sex, there is a woman that is, willing to wait because you're more important than just having sex with them, you know? Absolutely. Once you realize that I'm more important than me and you having sex, and I feel like that's where the maturity comes in. Yeah. I'm more important than the act of me and you having sex. Yeah. And once you realize that I'm more important, you'll be able to wait. And it's not too hard, men out there. We know men who are doing it. It may be a struggle, but it is not impossible. And it's not the hardest thing in the world. It's a mindset. To abstain. Yeah. It's a mindset. Yeah. And it's crazy because you already know the story, but I actually had someone, like, after the relationship with the guy that I just told you guys about, I had someone who we didn't even date. And he really liked me. And we were talking for a little bit, but he asked me to marry him. And I mean, not even date. Now, in his culture,
this is something that is normal. I don't know anything about like arranged marriages or anything like that, but this kind of gave me arranged marriage vibes, or like
no, it was
like I don't know, but he just was the sweetest guy. Very, very sweet, very good looking. Not even my type at the time, but this is actually not too long ago. Actually very recent. But yeah, he proposed to me. Asked me to marry him. I was like, whoa, that's a little different. But obviously I said no because there were other things that I guess got in the way, and things that I didn't agree with in his lifestyle, and it just wouldn't have worked out. But did I consider it? Of course I did. I mean, he was good looking, very sweet, very respectable. I mean, I got COVID and he called to make sure I was okay. Didn't he, Kayla? He called.
Yes, he did.
She got to hear his voice and stuff. And, well, you know what he looked like, but it was just really sweet. I mean, a really nice guy. It wouldn't have worked out, and I wouldn't have been happy. I already know. I know me, so it was unfortunate, but
you see, in those situations,
if he wasn't even the same religion as me, wasn't even the same religion, didn't even date me, but wanted to marry me, was willing to marry me without having sex with me.
Yeah.
That tells me, that alone shows me that I am worth it.
And that wasn't his culture. Like,
no,
that
it wasn't. Not at all.
Oh.
No.
Well, he just really liked you a lot.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, I mean,
but exactly, Exhibit A. There are people.
Yeah. Who are willing to wait.
Who are willing to wait.
Yeah. It just got to be the right one.
Yeah. Facts.
And in due time, that right one will come, you know?
It will.
So, yeah, guys, let us know your thoughts on this podcast. We laughed a lot. Sorry.
Yeah, it's just...
there's some funny situations that we have been through.
And it's like, you can't even put it all in this podcast. It's so much more. Yeah. It's just, this topic is very
crazy,
iffy.
Yeah.
I will say this. It makes it iffy when you got people... when you have listeners, you know, because you don't want to step on nobody's toes. You don't want to offend anybody, especially if these are recent experiences. Yeah. And then, you know, they're listening. So, like, we're going to be respectful.
Yeah.
You know, we laugh, we joke, but we're going to be honest. We're not going to sugarcoat anything. But this is a very sensitive topic, you know.
But it's a funny topic. It's fun to talk about. And because, you know, we all go through that dating phase. Yeah. And it's just interesting to hear different people's stories. Yeah. But yeah, guys, that wraps up today's episode of We Got Something to Say. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you are listening on YouTube. And don't forget, we're also on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. And this is episode 4 of We Got Something to Say. Peace.